to the sale. Right, ladies and gentlemen, all the people outside, if we can find your seats, we're going to make a start to the sale to our online bidders. Start getting that mouse ready to close to the finger. Right, good morning everyone. Very warm welcome for the second time. We saw you all yesterday. We thank you for your patience. We thank you for coming out again today to support us. Obviously all out of our control, but we really do appreciate the support. Before I carry on, I'm just going to hand over to Jono just to say a few words.
Good afternoon, friends, and thank you for joining us for the 4th edition of the Alphaeton Summer Sale. Like Brendan says, it feels like just yesterday we saw all of you guys. It has been a chaotic few months for livestock farmers. Severe drought conditions, particularly in the western and coastal regions of the Eastern Cape, have placed enormous pressure on operations. At the same time, the seemingly old problem, but newly declared national disaster of foot and mouth disease has continued to spread, ravaging dairy farms in particular, but now affecting many types of livestock operations across the country. We all know that with stronger political will and properly functioning institutions, the situation might not have escalated to where it stands 6 years down the line. Very few sectors in this country could withstand this level of neglect and prolonged bureaucratic abuse, but the South African farmer continues to endure. As always, we will overcome, and at long last, it does seem that the vaccines are finally on their way. A great deal of gratitude must go to the organisations that represent us, Agri-EC, the RPO, the NPO for the milk farmers, and others. You guys have been our voices persistently advocating on behalf of us. Hopefully by the time I find myself back up here, this will no longer be the new normal, and our biggest complaints can once again go back to being about the weather. Although we are privileged to operate in a relatively isolated area with strict biosecurity measures in place, we have taken additional precautions. All stock on sale today has been quarantined on the property and has undergone multiple veterinary inspections to minimize any external risk of infection and to protect their future homes. We understand the anxiety that exists, and we are committed to working closely with our buyers to determine the safest strategy for transporting your animals home. Wickes Livestock, Bosberg Vets and I share one priority: safeguarding the health of your herds and flocks. Thank you to our sponsors who support us year after year. Colston Motor Group, Avon Butchery and Animal Feeds. Your continued backing does not go unnoticed, and we sincerely appreciate your partnership. To Brendan and the Wickes Livestock team, what a job you have done in these trying times. We are incredibly grateful. You consistently go above and beyond, and we truly value that commitment. To the Alphaeton men and ladies working behind the scenes, the sale is the result of your effort. The weeks leading up to today require long days, careful preparation, and real sacrifice. Thank you for ensuring everything runs smoothly and that every detail is taken care of. And of course, for making sure nobody leaves here hungry. We appreciate you all more than you know. To my family, thank you for your unwavering support. Farming is never a one-person effort. And finally, and most importantly, to our buyers, thank you. Thank you for placing your confidence in Alphaeton genetics and for backing what we do. We never take that trust for granted. We sincerely hope that today's purchases strengthen your herd or flock and make a meaningful difference to your operation. We genuinely value all feedback, whether positive or constructive. It helps us refine our program and continue breeding in the right direction. Your input keeps us accountable and drives us forward. Thank you for being part of this journey with us. Thanks.
Thank you, Jono. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're selling under Wex Livestock's terms and conditions, 15% VAT will be added into all purchases. Please keep that in mind. We will go a bit slower today because we've got quite a few folk on the online bidding platform, and we welcome the Swiftfield team once again. We thank you for their patience. They were more than happy to spend the night at the Midge and have a good time there. So thank you for coming back. You guys always bring an extra level of professionalism, and we thank you for your guys' services. It's special to have you guys here. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we once again thank you for your patience. We are going to carry on with the sale. Like I said, we're going to go slowly. There are quite a few online, so we're going to take this slow and then stick around afterwards to have a good afternoon with us. Thank you. Right, lot number 1 coming in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. He comes out of KVB 0889, who's the son of the famous EI 94339. So the lineage is in this bull here, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a calving ease of 109. He boasts exceptional length of body on him, and he's nice and strong over the top. He's just a bit stubborn, just like the breeders, but he is coming in. There we go, have a look in there, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 1 coming in the ring here. Let's start the sale. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Right to the mega stomach, out of Sobi, out of 50,000 to go now, out of 40, out of 40 to go now. At 42, stopping out of 40, what there now. At 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40 on the floor, now got a 40,000 bid now. At 40,000 bid on the floor, now got a 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40,000, better got a 40 there. At 40,000 on the floor, better got a 40, better got a 40,000, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40,000 now. At 40,000, better on the floor, you got a 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40,000, gentlemen, we all done here. At 40,000, 42. At 42, now got a 42, better got a 42,000, better got a 42 now. At 42,000 on the floor, now got a 42, better got a 42,000, now 45 online. At 45, better got a 45, that was a bit, that was a new shouting rate. Oh, sorry. At 42, 2, now got a 42, better got a 42. On the floor, now got a 42,000 there. At 42, now got a 42, better got a 42,000, better got a 42. Now we all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen, at 42,000 for lot number 1. At 42,000, going once, going twice. That is sold. Willem to be advised. Thank you, Willem. Willem was bidding at 42,000. No, sorry, I only after Willem got bidding. Willem, what's that? Number 50. Right, moving on there. Sorry, Scotty. At least you got a couple more to choose from. Did that frog come out the ring? Lot number 2, he's a pole bull here, ladies and gentlemen. He's a bull that boasts exceptional masculinity. Have a look at his growth figures there. He's nice and strong from his head right through to his hocks here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him. Lot number 2. Right, and Omega Smega, away we go now. So out of 50, better got a 40 now. 40 I got there. At 40 on the online, I got a 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40, better now. At 40,000, better got a 1, better got a 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40,000 now. At 40,000, better got a 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40,000 on the line. 40, better got a 40,000, but now at 40,000, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40,000, better got a 40 there. At 40,000, better got a 1 billion now. 40, better got a 40,000 now. At 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40,000, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40,000. At 40,000 on the line, I got a 40, better got a 40,000. Gentlemen, we're done here on the floor at 40,000 online. At 40,000 going once. At 40,000 going twice. And that is sold online to Vuyo Siseko from Mpumalanga Delmos. 5015. Tracy, you're going on a holiday to Delmas. Right, have a look at him here, ladies and gentlemen. Exceptional bull here. Lot number 3. He's a potential stud sire. He boasts exceptional depth of body. He's got it all. He's the perfect package here. He's got a weaner calf value of 128 here, ladies and gentlemen. The fertility coming through, and he's down the line there. Have a look at those exceptional ICPs. An absolute cracker. He's an absolute full package here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 3. What a bull. Right to the mega. Stopping out at 70, but stopping out at 60, stopping at 50, stopping at 40 to go now. At 42, stopping out at 40, but I got 40, I got there. At 40,000, but I got 40, but I got 40, but I got 40, but I got 40, but I got 40 now. At 42, now I got 42, now I got 42 there. At 42 on the floor, now I got 42, but I got 42 on the floor now. At 45 online, I got 45, I got 48 on the floor. At 48 on the floor, but I got 48, but I got 48 on the floor now. At 48, but I got 50,000 now online. At 50, but I got 50, but I got 52 on the floor. At 52, but I got 52, but I got 52 on the floor against you online. At 55 online. At 58 on the floor. At 58, but I got a 58 now. I got a 58,000 bid. At 58 on the floor. 50 at 60. At 60,000 online. At 60,000, but I got a 60, but I got a 60,000 on the floor. I mean online. At 60,000, ladies and gentlemen, the exceptional bull this. 62 Villamy comes back. Now you're thinking. At 62, but at a 62 on the floor now. At 62,000, but on the floor now. I got a 62,000 bid now. At 62, but at a 62 on the floor, ladies and gentlemen, will be done now. At 62,000, 65 online. At 65, I'll take a small one now. I got a 65 bid now. At 65, but at a 65,000, but I got a 65 now. At 65 online, I got a 65,000, ladies and gentlemen, will be done now. At 65,000 online. Going once. Going twice, and he sold 65,000. Thank you very much. Buyer number 5040. He's off to play. That sounds like a better option, I think, Trace. Right, lot number 4 here, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a weaner calf value of 119. He's got an exceptional length of body on this bull. Very well put together bull. He's also a potential stud sire, ladies and gentlemen. He comes out of 21-21. Once again, that KVB line coming through there. A lovely little bull here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him. Lot number 4. Right, Panamega, Samega, where we go now, Sobi, where we go now, Sobi out of 40 to go now, Sobi out of 40, but I got a Sobi out of 40 to go now. At 40, I got there. At 40,000, but I got a 40 on the floor, and I got a 40, but I got a 42 on the online. At 42 online, but I got a 42 online, I got a 42, and I got a 42 now. At 42 online, I got a 42, now I got a 42, but I got a 42 now. At 42 online, I got a 42 to a 45 on the line. At 45, but I got a 45 online, I got a 45, but I got a 45 online now. At 45, but I got a 45 online, I got a 45, but I got a 45 now. At 45, but I got a 45 online, I got a 45, I got a 45 now. At 45, have a good look at him here, ladies and gentlemen, the exceptional bull. At 48 now. At 48 online. At 48, but I got a 48 online, I got a 48 bid now. At 48, but I got a 50 there. At 50 on the floor. At 50,000, but I got a 50, but I got a 50,000, but I got a floor, and I got a 50 now. At 50,000 against you online. At 50,000, but I got a 50, but I got a 50,000 now. At 50, but I got a 50,000, but I got a 50 on the floor now. At 50,000, but I got a 50 there. At 50,000, but I got a 50, but I got a 50,000, ladies and gentlemen. 52. At 52 online. At 52, now I got a 52 online now. At 55 again on the floor. At 55, but I got a 55 now. At 55,000, but I got a 55 there. I got a 55,000 bid on the floor now. At 55,000, but I got a 55 now. At 55,000, gentlemen, will be done now on the floor. At 55,000 for lot number 4. At 55,000 against you online. Going once. Going twice. I can't wait much longer. At 55,000 on the floor. That is sold. Pete Van Coller, rich buy. That's a very good buy. Rich, what's that? Your guys' buy number again? 51, thank you. Lot number 5 here, ladies and gentlemen, a perfect all-rounder. He's nice in his hind quarter, nice and soft muscle there. Have a look at his ease of carving there at 104 here, ladies and gentlemen. Comes out of 1811. Lovely little bull, lot number 5. Right in a way, we go now, I guess, 40 on line, I got there. At 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40 now. At 42, 2 on line, I got a 42, I got a 45 on line now. At 45, but I got a 45, I got a 45 on line, I got a 45 there. At 45 on line, 48 on line now. At 48, but I got a 48 line, I got a 48 but now. At 48 on line, I got a 48, but I got a 48 but now. At 50 on line, at 50 on line, but I got a 50 on line, but I got a 50, but I got a 50,000 now. At 52, 2, now I got a 52, but I got a 52,000 now. At 52 on line, but I got a 52, but I got a 52 now. At 52, 2, now I got a 52, but I got a 52 there. At 52, but I got a 52 on line. At 52, 55. At 55 on line, again I got a 55 now. At 50, now I got a 58 on line. At 58, but I got a 58, but I got a 58 now. At 60 on line. At 60, but I got a 60, 60, but I got a 60 now. At 60, but I got a 60,000, but I got a 60 there. We're all through and done. At 60,000 online. At 60,000 going once here, ladies and gentlemen. At 60,000 going twice. That is sold online by number 5011. He's off to Craddock by Rankidis commands. It's the first time in my life I've actually enjoyed being shouted at from the stand. More than welcome to carry on. Lot number 6, have a look at the length of body on this bull here, ladies and gentlemen. He's an exceptional little cracker. Have a look at that carving ease of 100, that wiener calf value of 109. He's got the GCD 143 coming through on his dam line here, ladies and gentlemen. The perfect little package. Have a look at him here, lot number 6. Right, but I make a stop now at 80,000, but I got to stop me at 50, got to stop me at 40, I got there. At 40, but I got a 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 40 now. At 42, now at 45, but I got a 45, but I got a 45 on line. At 45, 48 on the floor. At 48, but I got a 50 there. At 52, 2, not a 52, but I got a 52, 5. At 55, but I got a 55, 58 now. At 58, but now 60. At 60,000, but I got a 60 now, got a 60, but now. At 62 on line. At 65 on the floor. At 65, but I got a 65 on the floor now. I got a 65, 68 there. At 68 online. At 68 online against you, 70 now, new blood. At 70,000 this side of you, Scotty. At 70,000 now, is it a bid? At 70,002. At 72.5. At 75, but at 75 in the middle now. At 75, but at 75,000, but at 75 now. At 75,000, but on the floor now, at a 75 bid now. At 75,000, but ladies and gentlemen, it'll be done now. A bid now. At 78 there. At 78, but at 80,000 now. At 80, but at 80,000, but at 80 there. At 80,000, but at 80 now. At 80,000, are we all through and done? At 80,000 in the stands. At 80,000 going once, going twice. That is sold. JW by Zivialaru by Donkey. Thank you to my underbidders. Lot number 7 here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him. Once again, a bull with exceptional length of body. He's got a lot of potential in having that wiener calf value of 120. He's got a calving ease of 101 here. Right in a way we go. Lot number 7. Right to the mega summit, and away we go now to stopping out of 50, but I got a at 40 to go now. At 40,000, but I got a 40 there. At 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 42 on the line. At 42 on line, but I got a 42, now I got a 42, 2, but I got a 42 now. At 42, 2 now on the line, I got a 42, but I got a 42,000 bid. At 42 on the line, I got a 42 now. At 42, but I got a 42 there, I got a 45 now on line. At 45 on line, but I got a 45, but I got a 45, 48 on line now. At 48, but I got a 48, but I got a 48 now. At 48 on line. At 48,000, but I got a 48, I got a 48. He's going for a song here, ladies and gentlemen, at 48,000 online. At 48,000, but I got a 48, but I got a 48 there. At 50,000 online. At 50, but I got a 50,000 now. I got a 50, but I got a 50,000 there. At 50,000, but online, I got a 50, but I got a 50,000 there. At 50,000, but I got a 50, 50, but I got a 50,000. Are we all through and done? At 50,000 online, ladies and gentlemen. At 50,000, going once, going twice. That is sold by number 5032. By Donkey Waldudreyer, off to Kenton. Lot number 8 here, ladies and gentlemen, extremely strong build over the top here. Have a look at him there. He's nice and strong in his forecourt as well. Right and away we go. Carving ease of 106 here. It comes out of good lineage here once again, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 8. Right to make a stomach and we're going out at 40 I got now. At 40, 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40, 42, but on the floor. At 42 on the floor against you online, I got a 45 on the online, 48 on the floor. At 48, but I got a 48,000, but I got a 48 on the floor. Now I got a 48, but I got a 48,000 now. At 50 online, at 50 online, make it 52. At 52 on the floor. At 55 on the floor. At 58,000, but I got a 60, 60, but I got a 62. At 62, but I got a 65. At 65, 8 there, but I got a 68,000 now. At 68,000 against you on floor 70 now. At 70, but I got a 75, but I got a 75 now. At 80,000 I got there. At 85, at 85, 90. At 90, but I got a 95 now. At 95,000, but I got a 95 there. At 95, but I got a 95, but I got a 95,000 in the stands. I got a 95. I'll take a small one. At 95,000, but I got a 95. Are we all through and done? At 95 in the stands, ladies and gentlemen. At 95, going once, going twice. That is sold. 95,000. Neelan Maria buys from Winterberg. Bye, dankie for your ondersteuning. 33. Niels, you don't want to make it 100, then you can work out your VAT quickly there. Another Paul Bull coming here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 9. Have a look at his fertility value. He's got a bull with a nice pigment and a nice length of body on him here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, lot number 9. Right and away we go. Right and away we go. Now to 40, but I got a 40, 40, I got there. 40, but I got a 40,000, but I got a 40, now I got a 1 bit on the floor now, at 40 bit now, at 40,000, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40,000 bit on the floor, now I got a 40 bit there, at 40,000, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40,000, but I got a 40 there, at 40, but I got a 40,000, no advance here, at 40, but I got a 42, at 42, 2, now I got a 42 there, at 42 on the floor, now I got a 42,000, but I got a 42 there, at 42,000, but on the floor, now I got a 42, but I got a 42 there, at 42,000, but I got a 42, now I got a 42, but I got a 42,000, I'll be all through and done, at 45 on the stands, at 45, but I got a 45, 48 there, at 50,000, but I got a 50, 50, now I got a 50, but I got a 50 this side, at 50,000 2, at 52, 2, now I got a 52, but I got a 52,000, but now, at 52,000, but I got a 52, that side I got a 52, but I got a 52, at 52,000, but I got a 52, now we all through and done, at 52,000 this side, at 52,000 going once, at 52,000 going twice, Yevila's bid, and that is sold, 52,000, thanks Yevia. Lot number 10 here, ladies and gentlemen. He's a bull that boasts a weaner calf value of 130. He's got nice and soft muscling in him here. Good growth figures on him, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him. Lot number 10. Right and away we go. Right and away we go. Now to 40, now to 40, now to 40, 40, but I got a 40, I got there. At 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40,000, but I got a 1, but now 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40,000 now. At 40,000, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40 now. At 40,000, 1, but you now got a 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40,000. At 40,000, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40,000, but I got a 40, but now. At 40,000, but I got a 40, but I got a 40,000, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody else interested. At 40,000, going once. At 40,000 on 42 online. At 42, 2, now got a 42, but I got a 42 there. At 42, 2, now got a 42 online now. At 42, but I got a 42, now got a 42. I got a 42 there, at 42 online, but I got a 42 now, and I got a 42 there, at 42 online, I got a 42, but I got a 42 online, at 42, but online, I got a 42, I'll be all through and done, gentlemen. He's going for a song online, at 42,000, going once, at 42,000, going twice. That is sold. Hendrik Skuman buys, 42,000, 5011. Lot number 11. One of the special ones on sale here today, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him. Look at those ICPs on his dam line. Got good growth figures once again. A lovely little bull here. Lot number 11, ladies and gentlemen. Right and away we go. Right and away we go now. Stop me now at 50, but I got to stop me at 40 to go now. Stop me at 40 to go there. At 40, I got a 40. I got 40 online. Takes preference. At 40 online now. At 40 online, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40,000 now. At 42, 2 on the floor. Now I got a 42, but I got a 42 on the floor there. At 42, 2, now I got a 42, but I got a 42 now. I got a 42, 2, now I got a 42 there. At 42, but I got a 45 online. At 45, 45 out of 48 there on the floor now. At 48 on the floor, better got a 48 there. At 48 on the floor, better got a 48, better got a 48 bid now. At 48, better got a 48 there, got a 48 bid now. At 50 on the floor, right at the back. At 50, better got a 50,000, better got a 50, better got a 50, better got a 50 now. At 50,000, better got a 50 there. At 50, better got a 50,000, better got a 50 now. At 50 on the floor, better got a 50, better got a 50,000, better got a 50 now. At 50,000, better got a 50, now got to take a small one there. At 50,000. 50 now, we're all through and done at 50,000. That is sold. Scott Bingle buys. Thanks, Scotty. Buy number 30. Lot number 12, ladies and gentlemen, a lovely little bull here once again. He's got, once again, good lineage coming through on his dam line here with 13-2 being his grand here, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a winner calf value of 115. Good growth figures right through. Right to know where we go. Lot number 12. Right to Omega Sam. I got a, not 80. 40 I got on the line. At 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40, better got a 40, 40, better got a 40 now. At 42, 45, better got a 48 there. At 50, better got a 50,000, better got a 50, 50, better got a 50 on the floor now. At 52, that side. At 55, better got a 55 on line against you. Now got a 55, 58 on top now. At 58, better on the floor now. 60, at 60 on the floor now got a 60, better got a 60, 65, 62. At 62,000, better got a 62 on the floor. Sorry, Luke, against you at 62, right in the corner. At 62. Better got a 62,000, better got a 62 now. At 62, better got a 62,000 now. 65. At 65, better got a 65, better got a 65 now. At 65 on the floor. At 65, better on the floor, better got a 65 now. Better got a 65 now. At 70,000 on the floor. At 70,000, better on the floor against you online. At 70,000 bid now. At 70,000, better got a 70, better got a 70,000 now. At 70,000, better got a 70, better got a 70,000, ladies and gentlemen. Are we done now? At 70,000 on the floor. At 70,000 going once. Going twice. That is sold. 70,000. Thanks, Paul. Buy number 45. Ryan Milden. Barry Milden buys. 70. Sometimes you should keep them too. Have a look at him. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 13 here is a definite potential stud sire, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at those strong eye banks on him. He's got a calving ease of 103, weaner calf value of 111. He's an exceptional little bull here, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's definite one for the books here. Lot number 13. Right in the we go. I can see they're already arguing online here. I've got 42 to go. At 42, now I got a 42 online. I got a 42, but a 42 now. At 42 online, I got a 45 bed there. At 48 down below. At 48, 50, but I got a 50 now. I got a 52 on top there. At 52, 2, now I got a 52, 5 down below, and I got a 55 on the floor. At 55, this start 58, but on the floor 60. At 60,000, but on the floor, now I got a 62 on the line. At 62 on line, but I got a 62, 5. At 65 on the floor, now I got a 65 bid. At 65, 68 on the line. On the floor. At 68,000, but I got a 68 now. At 68, but I got a 70, 72. At 72, 5, but I got a 75. Now I got a 78 bid now. At 80,000, I got there. At 82, 2, now I got 82, but I got 82, 5. At 85, but I got 85, 90. At 90,000, 5, but I got 95 now. At 95, but I got 95, but I got 95 there. At 95, but I got 95, kicking again. At 100,000, I got now. At 105, but I got 15, but I 105 now. 110. At 110, 10, 20. At 120, but I got 120, but I got 120 now. At 120, but I got 120, 20, 20, but I got 130. At 130, but I got 130, 30, but I got 130 now. At 130, but I got 130 now. We're all through and done. 140. At 140 I got there. At 140 on the floor, and I got a 140, 40, but I got a 140 bid now. At 140 I'll take a small one at 140 bid now. At 140, 40, but I got a 140. Are we all through and done? At 140,000 down below, going once. At 140,000 going twice. That is sold. Let him not buys. Well done, Glenn, and thanks Rich and Pete for your underbidding there. We do appreciate it. Glenn, what's that? Sorry, Glenn. Glenn, sorry, just your buyer's number there. 52. Thank you. Not your age, your Lot number 4, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a lovely masculine little head on him, this bull. He's an easy fleshing bull. Lot number 14. Look at that weaner calf value of 146, fertility value of 120. Right, lot number 14. Right, Panamega, Samega, no, we're going out of 40, out of 40, going out of 40, out of 40, I got there. At 40, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40,000, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40, now go to 40, better go to 40 on the floor. At 40 on the floor, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40,000, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40 there. At 40,000, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40,000, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40 now. At 40,000, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40, better go to 40,000, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40. At 40,000 on the floor, better go to 1 bid now. At 40,000, ladies. Will be done now at 40,000 on my right hand side. He's been trying the whole morning at 40,000, going once, going twice. That is sold. Mr. Makwetu buys. Buy number 46. Thanks, Linz. Lot number 15 here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at the calf value of 119. He comes out of Joy 1811. He's a lovely little bull here with nice pigment on him here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 15. Right, Panamega, Samega, no, we're going out of 40 to go now, 40 to go now. At 42, starting out of 40 on the floor, online. At 40 online, better go to 40, better go to 40,000, better go to 40, better go to 40 now. At 40, better go to 40, better go to 40, better go to 40,000 now. At 40,000, better go to 40, better go to 40, better go to 40, better on the floor, online. At 40, better go to 40, better go to 40, better go to 40 now. At 40,000, better go to 40, better go to 40, better go to 40,000 now. We all through and done, ladies and gentlemen. At 40,000 online, at 40,000 going once, going twice. That is sold by number 5040. He's off to Plet. Lot number 16 here, ladies and gentlemen, the specific bull that you can take up to the mountains. He'll thrive up there. He's got once again a carving ease of 100 here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him there. Right, and away we go. Lot number 16. Right, and Omega, Omega, going to swapping out of 40 to go now, swapping out of 40, better go to 40 on the floor, got there. At 40, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40, better go to 40, better go to 40, 40, better go to 40 on the line, on floor. At 42, 2, now go to 42 on the floor now. At 42, better go to 42, better go to 42, now go to 42, better go to 42 on the floor. At 42,000, better go to 42, better go to 42, now go to 42, 2, now go to 42. At 42,000, better go to 42, now go to 42. Are we all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen? At 42,000 on the floor, going once, going twice. I've knocked him, sorry, but at 40,000 that's sold, at 42,000, so he's got Pringle buys. Lot number 17 here, ladies and gentlemen. He's a bull once again that boasts a nice strong head on him. He's got a wiener calf value of 111 here. Right to where we go. Lot number 17. They're running out here, ladies and gentlemen. Also nice and strong over the top and carries right through into his hind quarter. Lot number 17. Right to where we go. Make again over to start over. Swapping out of 40 to go now. Swapping out of 40 right there. At 40, better go to 40,000. Better go to 40. Better go to 40, better go to 40 now. At 40,000, better go to 1 bid now. At 40, better go to 40. Better go to 40,000 there. At 40,000, better go to 40. Better go to 40. Better go to 40. Better go to 40 now. At 40,000, better go to 40. Better go to 40,000. Gentlemen, are we done now? At 40,000 on the floor. At 40,000 going once. At 40,000 going twice. That is sold. Mr. Makwetu once again. Buy number 46. Thank you. Lot number 18. Have a look at that winner. That carb of ease here, ladies and gentlemen. 111. He's one of the, I think he's the last son out of LAR 12230. that the fittings will ever be selling. He's a cracking bull. They've got good lineage once again. Lot number 18, ladies and gentlemen. Right, and away we go. Right, and make us something out of 40, out of 40, out of 40, but I got something at 40 online. At 40 online, but I got 40 online, but I got 42, now I got 42 on the floor. At 42 on the floor, but I got 42, but I got 42, 2, now I got 42 now. At 42, 2, now I got 42, 45 on top now. At 48 down below. At 48, but I got a 48, but I got a 48 against you now. I got a 48,000 now. At 48,000, but I got a 48 now. 50. At 50,002. At 52, 2, now I got a 52 bid now. At 52 down below, now I got a 52,000 bid. At 52 now I got a 52 bid. 55 on top now. At 58,000 there. At 58, but I got a 58,000 now. At 58, but I got a 58,000. 60. At 60,000 bid. At 60, but I got a 60,000, but I got a 60 there. At 2, now I got a 62 bid now. At 62, but against you 5. At 65,000, but I got a 65 now. At 65,000, but I got a floor, now I got a 65 bid. At 65, but I got a 65 on the floor against you. At 65 on my right hand side now, but I got a 65. At 65, but I got a 65 now, but I got a 65. Are we all through and done? At 65,000 on my right. Going once, going twice. That is sold. 65,000. Goodbye there. Buy number 42. A winner calf value here, ladies and gentlemen, of 131. Look at the fertility coming through on his dam line here. Those exceptional ICPs here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 19, posts a nice dark pigment on him. Way to go, lot number 19. Right there, make us something out of 42 and out of something out of 40, but I got a 40 there. At 40, but on the floor, got a 40 on the floor now. At 40, but on the floor, 42 on the floor. At 42 on the floor, but I got a 42 now, I got a 42, 2, now I got a 42 there. At 42, 2, but I got a 42 now, I got a 42 there, I got a 42. At 42,000, but I got a 42 on the floor now, I got a 42, but I got a 42 now. At 42, but I got a 42 now, we all through and done, ladies and gentlemen. At 42,000 on my left-hand side, in the stands, going once, going twice. That is sold. Willem de Beer buys. 50, yeah? Buy number 50. Thank you, Willem. Lot number 20. Lot number 20 here, ladies and gentlemen. Winner calf value of 118. Once again, coming out of that special Joy 13-2 as his grandsire there, ladies and gentlemen. Exceptional lineage once again. Lovely little bull here. We're getting to the end here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 20. Right to the mega, so mega, now 40 on the line. At 40 on the line, I got a 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40, but now. At 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40 now. At 40,000, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40, but now. At 40 online, I got a 40, but I got a 40,000, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40. At 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40,000, but I got a 40. Now we all through and done. At 40,000, ladies and gentlemen, going once, going twice. That is sold by number 5040. Lot number 21 here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at that calving ease value of 116. Once again, the ICPs, I mean, most of these dams here today, both exceptional ICPs here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at that. Fertility, definitely not a problem. Lot number 21. Right to the mega starter, we're big on out of 40, but I got a sorry at 40 on the line. At 40, but on the line, I got a 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 42. At 42 on the floor, but I got a 42, but I got a 42, but I got a 42 now. At 42 on the floor now, I got a 42, but I got a 42,005. At 45, but I got a 48, but I got a 48 on 50. At 48 now online. 48 online, 50 on the floor. At 50, but I got a 50,000, but I got a 50, but I got a 50, 52 on the floor. At 52, but a 55. At 55, but a 55, but a 55, now I got a 55. At 55 on the floor, but a 55 down below, now I got a 58 on there at 58.60, at 60,000, but I got a 60, but I got a 60 down below, at 60 down below, and I got a 60, but I got a 60,002, at 62.2, now I got a 65, at 65, I got a 65, but I got a 65, at 65,000, but I got a 65 down below, and I got a 65, at 65, but I got a 65, 68 now, at 68,000, but I got a floor, and I got a 68 bid, at 68,000, but I got a 68, ladies and gentlemen, let me done now, at 68,000 on the floor, at 68,000 going once, going twice. That is sold at 68,000. Thank you, Luke. Buy number 36. I think you and John copied each other's notes today too, because every bull you two bid on was the same one. Last bull on sale today, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 23 has been withdrawn. Lot number 22 left. Right and away we go, right to the mega, so mega, away we go now, so out of 40, doing out of, so out of 40, I got there. At 40, but I got a 40, 40, but on the floor, now I got a 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40 now. At 40, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40,000. At 40,000, but I got a 40, but I got a 40, but on the floor. At 40,000, but I got a 40, 40, but I got a 40,000, but I got a 40, but I got a 40,000. I'll be all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen. Last bull on offer at 40,000 on my right-hand side on the floor. At 40,000 going once, going twice. That is sold. Zikali Farms buys Mr. Mokwetu. Thank you, Lynn. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think you can give the Fetting family a round of applause there for the bulls out. We're going to be moving over to females. Right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the females. Lot number 24, 4 pregnant heifers, 2 to 5 months in calf. Lot number 24, 4 of them here, ladies and gentlemen, certified in calf, 2 to 5 months. Right, but away we go. Right, but away we go now. Got a sobbing out of 14,000 to go now. Got a sobbing out of 14, but I got a sobbing out of 14 to go now. At 14,000. Stop me on the, but I got to stop me out of 14,000, but I got to stop me at 14 to go. At 14 I got there. At 14, but I got a 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14 on the floor. At 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000, but I got a 14 now. At 14,000, but I got a 1 bid now. 14,000, but I got a 14 now. I got a 14.2. At 14.2, but I got a 14.2 there. At 14.5. At 14.5, but I got a 14.5 on line. I got a 15 now. At 15 on the floor. At 15, but I got a 15,000 on the floor now. I got a 15, but I got a 15,000 there. At 15,000 on the floor, but at 15 now, I got a 15,000 against you online. At 15,000 on the floor, but at 15,000 now. At 15,000, but I got a 15 now, I got a 15, but I got a 15,000 there. At 15,000, but I got a 15 now. 15,250. At 15,250, 15,5 on the floor. At 15,5, but I got a 15,5, but against you online. At 15,5 now, I got a 15,5. At 15,5, but I got a 15,5, but I got a 15,750. At 16,000 I got now. At 16,000, but I got a 16 now, I got a 16,000 on the floor. At 16,250 online. At 16,250, but I got a 16.5. At 16.5 on the floor, now I got a 16.5. At 16.5, but I got a 16,750. At 16,750 against you. At 16,750 online. At 16,750 can make it 17. At 17,000, but I got a 17 on the floor, now I got a 17, but I got a 17,000 now. At 17,000, but I got a 17, but I got a 17,000 bird. At 17,250 online. At 17,250, but I got a 17,250 now. At 17,250 online, I got a 17,250. At 17,250, but I got a 17,250 now. We all through and done. At 17,250 online. At 17,250 going once. At 17,250 going twice. That is sold by number 5017 by Rankieni.
Yeah, let's take it down. Got all day. We've waited 2 days.
Right, moving on. Lot number 25, once again, 4 Alphaeton females here, ladies and gentlemen. They are certified in calf, 4 to 5 months in calf, 4 to 5 months in calf. Lovely batch of heifers here. Right, and away we go. Right, and Omega Omega out of swapping out of 14 to going out of swapping out of 14 right there. At 14, better go to 14,000, better go to 14 on the floor. At 14,000, better go to 14, 14, better go to 14,000 now. At 14,000, better go to 14, better go to 14, better go to 14,000 bid. At 14,250 online. At 14,250, better go to 14,250. At 14,250 online, I got a 14,250, 14,5. At 14,5 on the floor. At 14,5 on the floor, now I got a 14,5. At 14,750. At 15,000 I got now. At 15,000, but I got a 15 now. I got a 15,250 online. At 15,250 this side. At 15,250, but a 15,5. At 15,5, I got a 15,5. I got a 15,5, 750. At 16,000 on the floor. At 16,000, but I got a 16 now. I got a 16,250. At 16,5 on the floor. At 16,5, but I got a 16,5 now. I got a 16,5. At 16,750. At 17,000, but I got a 17 on the floor, now I got a 17 bid. At 17,250, at 17,5, at 17,5 on the floor, at 17,5, at 17,750, at 17,750 bid, I got a 17,750 online, make it 18, at 17,750, at 17,750, 18,000 on the floor, at 18,000 bid now, at 18,000, but I got an 18 now, I got an 18, but I got an 18,000, 18,250 online, at 18,5 he comes back strong. At 18,500, at 18,500 online, 18,750, at 18,750 now, at 18,750 online, at 18,750, but at 18,750 now, we're all through and done. At 18,750 online, at 18,750 going once, going twice. That is sold once again, 5017 by Donkey Annie. Thanks for the underbidding there, Darren. Can I get you another Pepsi? Lot 26 here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 3 pregnant heifers, 1 pregnant young cow. They're 2 to 5 months in calf. There are 4 of them once again. Alphaeton genetics coming through here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 26. Right, and away we go. Certified in calf. Right, and Omega, and away we go now. Swimming out of 14 to go now. Swimming out of 14, I got there. At 14,000, but I got a 14, 14 on the floor. Now I got a 14, but I got a 14, 14, but now. At 14, but I got a 14,000, but I got a 14, 14, but I got a 14 there. At 14,000, but I got on the floor. Now I got a 14, but I got a 14,000. At 14,000 now, 14,250 online. At 14,250, but I got a 14,250, but I got a 14,250. At 14,250. 14,250 now, at 14,250 online, at 14,250, but I got a 14,250, at 14,250, 14,5, at 14,5 online, I'm on the floor, at 14,750 on the online, at 15,000, but I got a 15 now, I got a 15 on the floor, at 15 on the floor, get 15,250, at 15,250, but now, at 15,5, but I got a 15,5 on the floor, now at 15,5, at 15,750, at 15,750, but I got a 16,000 on the floor, at 16,000, but I got a 16,250, at 16,250, but I got a 16,250 now, at 16,250, but against you, at 16,250, but I got a 16,255, at 16,5 on floor, at 16,5, but I got a 16,750 online, at 16,750, at 17,000 now, at 17 on the floor against you online, at 17,250 on the line, at 17,250, but I got a 17,5 on the floor, at 17,5, but I got a 17,5, but I got a 75, at 17,750, at 18,000 on the floor, at 18,000, but I got 18 now, at 18,000, 18,250, at 18,250, 18,5, at 18,5 on the floor, at 18,5, but at 18,5 now, at 18,5 there, at 18,750, at 19, at 19,000 online, at 19, but 19,250, at 19,250 online, at 19,250, 19,250, at 19,250, 19,250, 19,5, at 19,5, 19,5, asking for 20, at 19,750, at 19,750 now, at 19,750, 19,750, at 19,750 online, at 19,750, 20,000 now, at 20,20, 20,000, 20,000 on the floor, at 20,000 on the floor, now we're through and done, at 20,000 on the floor, we're all through and done, at 20,000 on the floor, going once, going twice. That is sold. Darren Bars, thanks, put by a number. Just want to get that number of yours again there, 42. Lot number 27, 5 heifers, they're pregnant heifers, ladies and gentlemen, plus minus 2 months in calf, certified. Lot number 27, there are 5 of them. Lot number 27, 5 of them here, ladies and gentlemen, plus minus 2 months certified in calf. Right to the mega, so we're going out at 5 of them. Yeah, we're going out of Somina, 14 to go out of Somina, 14, but I got a Somina, 14, I got there. At 14,000, but on the floor, and I got a 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000 now. At 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000 on the floor, but I got a 14 there. At 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000, but I got a 14 now. At 14,000, but I got a 14 on the floor, but I got a 14 now. 14,250 online. At 14,250 online, but I got a 14,250. At 14,250, but I got a 14,250 online. At 14,250, but I got a 14,250. At 14,250 online. At 14,250, but I got a 14,250 now. We're all through and done. At 14,250 online. At 14,250 going once. At 14,250 going twice. That is sold. 14,250. Once again, Henny Brunk buys by Donkey. 5017. Lot number 28, 2 to 3 months in calf. There's one animal, tag number 2312. She's 8 months in calf. There are 4 of them here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 28. Right, and away we go. Right, and make us something, and away we're going out of 14,000 to go now. At 14 to start, make us something out of 14, I got there. At 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000 now. At 14,000 on the floor, but I got a 14, I got a 1 bid now. 14,000 now. At 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000 there. At 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14 there. At 14,000, 1 bid now on the floor, and I got a 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000. At 14,000, but I got a 14, no advance here, ladies and gentlemen. At 14,000 on the floor. At 14,000 going once, going twice. That is sold to Kali Farming Buys by number 46. Lot number 29. There are 4 of them once again. Alphaeton genetics coming through here, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5 to 5 months certified in calf. 4 lovely heifers here. Right, and away we go, mega, so mega, no, stopping away, we're going out of 14,000, I got there. At 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14, 14,000, but at 14,250, at 14,250 online, at 14,250, but I got a 14,250, but I got a 14,250, at 14,250 online, at 14,250, but I got a 14,250, at 14,250, but I got a 14,250 now, at 14,250, but I got a 14,250 online, at 14,250 online, I got a 14,250, at 14,250, but I got a 14,250 online, at 14,250, but I got a 14,250, at 14,250, but I got a 14,250 now, at 14,250 online, ladies and gentlemen, there's no advance, at 14,250 online, going once, at 14,250 going twice. Those are sold to buyer 5018, Mr. Emmanuel off to Pongola. Lot number 30. Just please take note, you are bidding per each, ladies and gentlemen. If you are paying 20,000 Rand a heifer and there's 4 of them, it'll be 80,000 Rand plus VAT, not 20,000 for all 4. Just keep that in mind. Lot number 30 here, ladies and gentlemen, there's a group of 4 heifers. They are 4.5 to 6 months in calf. Lovely group of heifers here. Lot number 30. Right, and make us away. We're going out of 14 to going out of 14. I got there. At 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000 there. At 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000, but I got a 14 now. At 14,000, but on the floor, and I got a 14, but I got a 14. 14,000, at 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000. Now we're all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen, at 14,000 on the floor, going once, going twice. That is sold. Zikali Farming once again by number 46. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the last group of cattle on the auction, the last group of females, lot number 31, 4 pregnant heifers, 1.5 to 6 months certified in calf. Have a look at them. Lot number 31. Right, let's go. Lot number 31 here, 4 of them. Right, Omega no, we're going out of swapping out of 14 to go out of swapping at 14. I got there at 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000, but now at 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000, but I got a 14 at 14 on the floor, but I got a 14,000, but I got a 14. Now I got a 14,000 at 14,000, but I got a 14, but I got a 14,000. Now we all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen, at 14,000 on the floor, going once, going twice. That's all by number 46, Zikali Farming. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving over to the goats. Just want to thank our cattle buyers. We really do appreciate the support. Our female buyers, I will be giving you a call just after the sale just to arrange transport. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the goats. We'll be starting with the Savannah Rams. You can see in the goat catalogue, they are lot numbered R1 to 30 odd. So the goat rams are numbered R1 up to 30. Right, ladies and gentlemen, lovely Savannah ram. He's a two-tooth ram here. Lovely ram with a lot of holding. Have a look at him. Right, let's start with the rams now. Right, put a mega out of swapping out at 8,000 to go now, swapping out at 7,000, but I got to swap me at 7 to go now. At 7,000 to stopping out, swapping out at 7,000, but I got to swap me at 7 to go now. At 7,000 to stopping out, swapping out at 7, but I got to swapping out at 7,000 to go. At 7,000 to stopping out, swapping out at 7, but I got to swapping out at 7,000, I got to swapping at 6 to go. At 6,000 I got there now. At 6,000, but I got a 6, I got 6 on the floor. At 6,000, but I got a 6 now, I got a 6,000, but I got a 6 there. At 6,000, but I got a 6 there, I got a 6, but I got a 6,000 now. At 6,500 online. At 6,500, I got a 6,500, but I got a 6,500. At 6,500, I got a 6,500 now. At 6,500 on the line. At 6,500, I got a 6,500, but I got a 6,500 now. At 6,500, I got a 6,500. At 6,500 on the line, I got a 6,005. At 6,500, I got a 6,500, but I got a 6,500. Are we all through and done? At 6,500 online. At 6,500 going once, going twice. That is all by number 504. Right, moving on, lot number 2. Right, and we go, a lovely Savannah ram, another strong head on this ram, nice thick bone on him. Right, and away we go. Right, and Omega Summit out of 7,000, I got 7, I got there. At 7,000, but I got a 7 online. At 7,000, but I got a 7, but I got a 7, but I got a 7,000 now. At 7,000, but I got a 7, but I got a 7,000 there. At 7,500, I got a 7,500 on the floor. At 7,500 on the floor, and I got a 7,500 now. At 7,500, I got a 7,500, but I got a 7,500 on the floor. At 7,500, I got a 7,500, 8,000 online. At 8,000, but I got 8 there, I got 8,000, but I got 8 now. At 8,000, but I got 8 there, but I got 8,000 there. At 8,000, but I got 8 there, but I got 8,000 now. At 8,000 online. At 8,000, but I got 8 there, but I got 8,000 now. At 8,000, but I got 8 there, but I got 8,000 bid. At 8,000 online. At 8,000 line, I got 8, but I got 8,000 there. At 8,000, but I got 8 there, but I got 8,000 there. At 8,000 online, but I got 8,000. No advance here, ladies and gentlemen. At 8,000 rand online. At 8,000 going once, going twice. That is sold by number 5034 by Donkey AJ. Lot number 3, another Savannah 2 to the Ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him there. Right there, Mega Samega, Robinado, Sobbing out of 8,000, but Sobbing out 7 to go now. At 7,000 to stop me, Sobbing out of 6,000 to go now. At 6, I got there. At 6,000, but 6, better 6,000 now. At 6,5, at 6,5, but 6,5 online, 7,000 bid now. At 7 bid online. At 7,000, but 7, but 7,5 on the floor. At 7,5, but 7,5, but 7,5 now. At 7, 8,000 online. At 8,000, but 8 there. Better 8,000, better 8 now. At 8,000, better 8 there, better 8,000 now. At 8,000 online. At 8,000, better 8 there, better 8,000 there. At 8,000, better 8, better 8,000, better 8,000 online. At 8,000, better 8 there, better 8,000 now. At 8,000, better 8 there, better 8,000 bid. At 8,000, better 8 there, no advance here, ladies and gentlemen. Are we done now? At 8,000 online. At 8,000 going once, going twice. That is sold by number 5011 off to Venterstadt. Lot number 4 here, lovely Savannah Ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Ram with a lot of meat on him, a lot of depth of body, nice and long in the body as well here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 4. Right there, Omega, 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 going out of 7,000 to go now, 7,000, but at 6 to go now. At 6,000. I got there. At 6,000, but on the floor now. At 6, I got a 6,5. At 6,5,7, but I got a 7, but I got a 7,000 now. 7,5. At 8,000, I got there. At 8,000, but on the floor now. At 8, but I got 8,000 now. At 8,000, but on the floor now. At 8,000, but right there. At 8,000, but on the floor. At 8,5. At 9. At 9,000, but I got a 9, but I got a 9,000, but I got a 9 now. At 9,000, but on the right hand side, I got a 9, but I got a 9,000 now. At 9,000, but I got a 9, but I got a 9,000, I got a better, got a 9,000 now. At 9,000 on the right hand side on the floor, ladies and gentlemen, against you on 9. At 9,000 going once, at 9,000 going twice. That is sold. Zikali buys by number 46. Have a look at this ram here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of meat on this ram, a lot of bone, nice thick body on him, nice strong head. Have a look at him there. Right to the Mega Samaya, where we go now, stopping out at 8,000 to go now. At 7 to start me, stopping out at 7,000, but stopping out at 7 to go now, stopping at 6 to start me. At 6 I got there. At 6,000, but I got a 6, but I got a 6,000 now. At 6,000, 6,5. At 6,5, but 6,5 online. At 6,5, but 6,5, but 6,5. At 6,5 online. At 6,5, but 6,5, but 6,5. At 6,5, but online. At 7,000 on the floor. At 7,000, but I got a 7 now. At 7,000, but I got a 7. I got a 7,000 on the floor now. At 7,000, but on the floor, but I got a 7,000 there. At 7,000, but I got a 7, but I got a 7,000. Are we all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen? At 7,000 on my left-hand side. 7,000 going once, going twice. That is sold by number 43 by Donkey Peter. Right, moving on here, ladies and gentlemen. Nice strong ram once again, nice and strong in his forequarter, right through. Nice strong head and lovely nose on this ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 6. Right in the mega start, right in the way we're going to get out of something out at 8,000, but I got a something out at 7, I got a something at 6 to go. At 6 I got there. At 6,000, but I got a 6, but I got a 6,000 now. At 6,5, at 6,5, I got a 6,5 there. At 7,000 online. At 7,000, 7,5, but at 8,000 there. At 8,000, 8,5. At 8,5, but at 8,5, but at 8,5, but at 8,5 now. At 9,000 on the floor. At 9, but I got a 9,000, but at 9,5. At 9,5, but at 9,5, but at 9,5, but at 9,5, but at 9,5 there. At 9,5, 10. At 10,000 on the floor. At 10,000 on the floor. Now I got a 10,000 bid. At 10,5. At 10,5, but at a 10,5 now. At 10,5, but at a 10,5, but at a 10,5. At 10,5 on the line. I got a 10,5 bid. At 10,5, but at a 10,5, but at a 10,5. At 10,5, but at a 10,5, but at a 10,5. I got a 10,5. Now we all three and done. At 10,5 online. Going once. Going twice. That is sold by number 5034, AJ by Donkey. Lot number 7 here again. Right, and away we go. Nice 700 ram, 223 ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 7. Right, and Omega, out of Sabin out of 6,000 to go out of Sabin out of 6. I got there. At 6,000, I got one bid now out of 6,000 B. At 6,000, I got a 6 now. At 6,000, I got a one bid again out of 6,000, but I got a 6 there. At 6.5, I got a 6.5 on the floor. At 6.5, I got a 6.5 now, I got a 6.5. At 6.5, I got a 6.5, I got a 6.5 B. At 6.5, I got a 6.5 now. We're all through and done. At 6,500 on the floor. Going once. Going twice. That is sold by number 48. Lot number 8, ram with a lot of meat on him, ladies and gentlemen, nice and strong ram. Have a look at him, he's got the Odin to follow him up behind him. Right, and away we go. Lot number 8, right, Omega, out of 8,000, but I got a swimming out at 7, I got a swimming at 6 to go. At 6,000, I got out of swimming out at 6,000, I got a swimming out at 6 to go. At 6, I got there. At 6, 4, 6, 5, I got a 6, 5, I got a 6, 5. At 6, 5, I got a 6, 5, 7,000 online. At 7, 5, I got a 7, 5, I got a 7, 5 there. At 7, 5 online, but I 7.5 out of 7.5. At 7.5 online, I got a 7.5 out of 7.5 bid. At 7.5 out of 7.5 online. At 7.5 online, but I got a 7.5 now. At 7.5 online, but I got a 7.5. At 7.5 out of 7.5, I got a 7,005. At 7.5 out of 7.5, I got a 7.5. Now we all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen. At 7,500 online. At 7,500 going once, going twice. That is sold by number 5018. He's off to Pongola. On to the bull goat rams here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 9, first bull goat on auction. Right, where we go. Right, Omega, out of 7,000 to go now, out of 7,000, but out of 6 to go now. At 6,000 to go now, out of 6, but out of 6,000 to go. At 6, I got there. At 6,000 online, but I got a 6,000 now. At 6,000, but I got a 6, but I got a 6,000 now. At 6,000, but I got 1 bid now out of 6,000. At 6,000, but I got a 6, but I got a 6,000 now. At 6, but I got a 6,000, but I got no advance yet. 6,000 going once, going twice. That is sold by number 5040. Lot number 10, ram with exceptional length of body, nice and strong here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him. Lot number 10. Right, Omega, out of Swami, where we go now, out of 7,000 to go now, out of 6,000 to go now. At 6 to go, stopping out of 6,000 now, but also at 6 to go. At 6,000 to start me now, stopping out of 6,000, but I got a 7 at 6 I got now. At 6,000 online, but I got a 6,000, but I got a 6 there. At 6.5, at 6.5 on the floor, at 6.5 on the floor, but I got a 6.5. At 6.5 on the floor, but I got a 6.5 now. At 6.5, but I got a 6.5, I got a 6.5. At 6.5, I got a 6.5 on the floor. At 6.5, I got a 7,000 there. At 7,000 this side. At 7.5 now. At 7.5, I got a 7.5, I got a 7.5 this side. At 7.5, I got a 7.5 on the floor. At 7.5, I got a 7.5, I got a 7.5 now. At 7.5, I got a 7.5, ladies and gentlemen, we're done now. At 7.5, who's bidding this side? At 7.5, I got 8,000 now. Sorry, Peter. At 8,000, must watch the side. At 8,000, but I got 8 there, but I got 8,000 now. At 8,000 on my left-hand side, but I got 8,000 there. At 8.5, I got 8.5, but I got 8.5 now. At 8.5 in the middle. At 8.5, I got 8.5. At 8.5, I got 8.5, I got 8.5, I got 8.5. We're all through 9. At 9, but I got 9,000 now. I got 9, but I got 9 bid now. At 9, but I got 9,000, but I got 9 there. At 9,000, but I got 9, I got 9, but I got 9,000, ladies and gentlemen, we're done now. At 9,000 on my left, going once, going twice. That's all. Peter buys by number 46, I think. 43, sorry. Sikali's 46. Lot number 11. Lot number 11, right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on here. Right, and Omega, away we go now, away we go now, at 7,000 to go now. At 6 to start me. At 6,000 I got there. At 6 online, but over 6 online, over 6 bid now. At 6,000 I got a 1 bid now, over 6 bid, over 6,000 there. At 6,000, but I got a 665 on the floor. At 6,5, but a 6,5, but a 6,5. At 6,5, but a 6,5, but a 6,5. At 6,5, but a 6,5 on the floor. At 6,5, but a 6,5, are we all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen? At 6,500 on the floor, going once, going twice. That's all by number 48. Right, moving on, lot number 12. All road ram here once again. Nice strong hit on this ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 12. Right, got Omega, away we go now. Stopping out at 7,000, but we're stopping out at 6 to go now. At 6,000 to start me. At 6 to go, 6 5 out there, better 6 online. At 6,000, better 6, better 6,000 now. At 6,000, got a 1 bid, yeah, out of 6,000, better got a 6 there. At 6,000, better got a 6, better got a 6,000 now. At 6,000, better got a 6,000. We're all through and done. At 6,000 rand online, going once, going twice. That is sold. He's off to Alexandria. Lot number 13. Lot number 13. Right, and over we go. Nice ball go around once again. Ladies and gentlemen, nice thick bone on him, nice and strong in his hind quarter, nice and strong in his shoulders, lovely little head on him, yeah. Right, and away we go. Right, and Omega, away we go now, stopping out at 7,000, but at 6 to go. At 6,000 to start me. At 6 to go, now stopping out at 6,000, but at 6 to go. Got online. At 6 again, but at 6,000 now. At 6,000, but at 6, but at 6,000 there. At 6,000, but at 6, but at 6,000 there. At 6,000, but at 1 bid at 6,000. Now we all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen, at 6,000 rand, going once, going twice. That is sold online by number 504. Lovely length of body on this ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely little bulldog ram. Right in where we go. Right to the mega stopping out of 6,000 to go now. At 6 to go, but stopping out of 6,000, stopping out of 6 to go. At 6 on the floor. At 6,000, I got there, better at 6,000, better at 6, better at 6,000 now. At 6,000, better at 6, better at 6,000, better at 6 there. At 6, better at 6,000, better at 6, better at 6 on the floor. At 6,000, better at 6 there. Now we're all through and done. At 6,000 on the floor, ladies and gentlemen, going once, going twice. That is sold. Francois Alert Spies by number 40. Right, and there we go. Lot number 15. 15. Right, Omega, stopping out of where we go now, stopping out at 6,000 to go now. At 6 to go now, stopping out at 6,000, but I got to stop me now, 6,000 to go. At 6 to go now, but at 6 I got there. At 6 online. At 6,000, but I got a 6, but I got a 6 bid now. At 6, but I got a 6, but I got a 6,000 there. At 6.5, better at 6.5. At 6.5 in the stand. At 6.5, better at 6.5, better at 6.5. At 7,000 online. At 7,000, better at 7, better at 7, better at 7,000 online. At 7, better at 7, better at 7, better at 7,000, better at 7, better at 7,000. Now we all through and done. At 7,000 online, going once, going twice. That's all by number 5022. Lot number 16. Lot number 16. Right for the Omega, where we go, ladies and gentlemen. Stopping where we go now, stopping out of 6,000 to go now. At 6 to stopping out of 6,000, but I got stopping at 6 to go now. At 6 I got there, but I got 6 online, but I got 6 online. At 6 online, I got a 6 bid. At 6 bid, I got a 6,000, I got a 1 bid now. At 6 bid, I got a 6,000 now. At 6 bid, I got a 6,000, but I got a 6.5. At 6.5 online. At 6.5, but I got a 6.5. At 6.5, but I got a 6.5. Now we all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen. At 6,500 online. Going once, going twice. That's sold by number 522 off to Bedford.
Lot number 17, lovely length of body on this ram here, ladies and gentlemen, nice and deep. Have a look at him. Lot number 17. Right there, Omega Summer getting away. We go now. Stopping out at 7,000. But got me at 6 to go now. At 6,000. But got 6 to start me. At 6. But got 6,000 now. At 6,000. But got 6. But got 6,000. But got 6 there. At 6,000 to start me. Got a 6. But got stop me. At 6 I got now. At 6 online. But got 6 online. At 6. But got 6. But got 6,000 now. At 6. But got 6,000. 6,5. At 6,5. But 6,5. At 6,5. But 6,5. But 6,5 online. At 6,5. But 6,5 now. At 6,5 online. But 6,5 now. We all through and done at 6,5. By number 5,022. Lot number 18, we back onto the Savannahs here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 18, back onto the Savannah Rams. Have a look at him, lovely strong head on this ram, nice length of body. Right to where we go. Right to Omega, out of 6,000 to go now, out of 6, better go to out 6 to go now. At 6 I got there. At 6 on the floor, better 6 now, I got 6, better go to 6,000 now. At 6,000, better go to 6 bid. At 6,000, better on the floor now, out of 6, better go to 6,000 now. At 6,000, better go to 6 there, go to 6 bid now. At 6,000, better go to 6, better go to 6,000. At 6,000, 1 bid here, out of 6,000, better go to 6 now. We all through and done, ladies and gentlemen. At 6,000, going once, going twice. That is sold by number 46, Sikali Farms. Lovely strong ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him there. Lot number 19. Lot number 19, lovely strong ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Right now to where we go. Right there to make us where we go now to zooming out of 6,5 up there online. At 6,5, to 6,5, to 7,000 online. At 7,000, but to 7,5 online. At 7,5, to 7,5, to 7,5 now. At 8,000 now. At 8,000 online. At 8,000, but 8,000, but 8,000, 8,5 online. At 8,5. 9,000, better 9, better 9, better 9. At 9, better 9, better 9, better 9,000 now. At 9,000, better 9, over 9,5. At 9,5, 10. At 10 on the floor, at 10,5. At 10,5, 11. At 11,000, better 11 and 5. At 11,5, at 12 there, at 12,000 now. At 12,000, better 12,5 on line. At 12,5, 13 on the floor. At 13, better 13, better 13,5 on the line. 14 now. At 14 on the floor. At 14,000 now. At 14,5. At 15. At 15,000, better 15 on the floor now. At 15,5 line 16 at 16,000, but I got a 16 now at 16.5 at 17,000 there at 17, but I got a 17, 17.5 at 18 at 18,000, but I got 18, but 18, but 18, 18.5 at 18.5, but 18.5 on the floor at 18.5 at 18.5 now 19 at 19.5 on the floor at 19.5 on the floor, but 19.5 now at 19.5 10 year online at 20,000 on the floor, I mean online at 20, but 20,000, but I got a 20, 20, 20,005 now at 20,005 at 20,005 or 20,005 on the floor at 20,000 floor at 20,500 on the floor against you online at 20,500 on the floor going once here at 20,500 on the floor going twice at 20,500 against you online. And we done the Carly Farms buys by number 46. Well done. Thank you to our online bidders there. Lot number 20, once again a nice strong ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him there. Lovely strong Savannah ram. Right to lot number 20. Right to Omega, away we go now to stopping out of 7,000 to go now to stopping out of 6,000 to stop me. At 6 to go and better stopping out of 6,000 to stop me now. At 6 to go, better stopping now. 6 I got there. At 6,000, better go to 6, better go to 6, better go to 6,000 now. At 6,000, better on the floor now. Go to 6, better go to 6,000 there. At 6,000, better now. At 6,000, better go to 6, better go to 6,000 there. At 6,000, better go to no advance out at 6, better go to 6,000 now. At 6,000 on the floor, better to 6,5. At 6,5, better to 6,5, 7. At 7 on the floor. At 7, better go to 7,000 now. At 7,000 on the floor, better to 7,000 bid. At 7,000, better on the floor, now go to 7,000 against you online. At 7,000, better go to 7, better go to 7. Now we all through and done. At 7,000 on the floor. At 7,000 going once, going twice. That is sold. John Sparks buys, but thank you, buy number 44. Lot number 21, Savannah Ram here, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at him. Lot number 21. Right, but I'm going to away. We're going out of something out of 6,000 to go out of something at 6. I got there. At 6, better go to 6,000 now. At 6, better go to 6,000, better go to floor now. Go to 6, better go to 6,000. At 6,000, better go to 6,5. At 6,7 now on the floor. At 7,000, better go to 7, better go to 7,000 now. At 7, better go to 7, better go to 7, better go to 7,000. At 7, better go to 7, 7,5. At 7,5, better go to 7,5, better go to 7,5 now. At 7,5, better go to 7,5, 8,000 there. At 8,000, better go to 8, better go to 8,000, better go to 8, better go to 8,000 now. Better go to 8,000. At 8,000, better go to 8,000 now. You're through and done. At 8,000, going once, going twice. That is sold. Zikali once again by number 46. Lot number 22. Lot number 22. Still on the Savannah Rams here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 22. Right, Omega, something out of 6,000 to go out of something out of 6, out of something at 6, I got there. At 6,000, better go to 6, better go to 6,000 now. At 6,000, better go to 6, better go to 6,5. At 6,5, better go to 6,5, better go to 6,5. At 6,5, better go to 6,5 online. At 6,5, better go to 6,5 now. We're all through and done. At 6,500 online. Going once, going twice. That's sold by number 5040. Lot number 23, a lovely little ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him, exceptional length of body, nice and deep. Have a look at him, right there, where we go. Lot number 23, right there, something out of 6,000 to go now. At 6 to start me out, 6 online. At 6, better go to 6, bid 6,5. At 6,5 on the floor. At 6,5 on the floor now. At 6,5 on the floor, better go to 6,5. At 7,000 online. At 7,000, better go to 7, I got to 7, better go to 7, better go to 7,000 now. At 7,000 on the floor now, I mean online. At 7,000 online, better go to 7,000, 7,5. At 7,5 online. At 7,5, better go to 7,5, better go to 7,5. At 7,5 on 8,000 now. At 8,000, better go to 8, better go to 8,000 bid. At 8,000, better go to 8, better go to 8,000 now. At 8,000 online. At 8,000, better go to 8, better go to 8,000 there. At 8,000, better online against you. At 8,000, better go to 8, better go to 8,000 now. At 8,000, better go to 8, better go to 8,000 now. 8 bid now. At 8,000 online, better go to 8,000 now. We all through and done here, ladies and gentlemen. At 8,000 online, 8,250. At 8,250, better 8,250, better 8,250. At 8,250, better 8,250, better 8,250. At 8,250, better 8,250 online. At 8,250, better 8,250. Now we all through and done. At 8,250, going once, twice, and he's off to Pongola.
Steer a link.
Lot number 24. Back onto the ballgirls. Lot number 24. Right there, where we go, stand together, where we go now. Just out of 223 here, ladies and gentlemen. Where we go now. Just out of 6,000 to go now. At 6, I got there. At 6, 6,000, better go to 6, better go to 6 now. At 6,000, better go to 6, better go to 6,000. At 6,000, better go to 6, better go to 6 now. At 6,5, at 6,5 online, I have to take the online bid. At 6,5 online, better go to 6,5, better go to 6,5 now. At 7,000 there. At 7,000 online, I have to take the online bid first. At 7,000 online. At 7,5 on the floor. At 7,5, 7,5 on the floor, better 7,5 now. At 7,5 on the floor, better 7,5. At 7,5 against you online. At 7,5, 8,000 online. At 8,000, better 8 there, better 8,000, better 8 now. At 8,000, better 8 there, better 8,000 there. At 8,5 online, on the floor. At 8,5, better 8,5 now. At 8,5 on the floor now against you online. At 8,5, better 8,5, better 8,5 now. At 8,5, better 8,5 on the floor. At 8,5, better 8,5 now against you online. At 8,5, better 8,5, there we all through and done. At 8,500 on the floor. Going once, going twice. That's sold. Richie buys. Buy number 51. Thanks, Rich. Have a look at this ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Exceptional ram. One of my favorites. Lot number 25 here. Exceptional bullgoat ram. Right to where we go. Lot number 25. Right to Omega Samega where we go now. Out of 6,000 to go now. Out of 6 to go. At 6 to start me out of out of 6,000. But out of 6,000 to go now. At 6,000 I got there. At 6,500 on the floor. At 6,500 out of 6,500 there. At 6,500 out of 6,500. 7,000 now. At 7,500. At 7,500 out of 7,500 out of 7,500 out of 7,500. At 7,500 out of 7,500. 8,000 online. At 8,000 but at 8,500. At 8,500 but at 8,500 but at 8,500 now. At 8,500 but at 8,500 there. At 8,500 but at 8,500 but at 8,500 but at 8,500 on the floor. At 8,500 at 8,500 now. We all through and done. At 8,500 on my left. Going once. Going twice. That's all. Peter buys.
43.
43, eh, Peter? You. That's what you shot on the first 9. Lot number 26. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Lot number 26. Right to Omega Samega out of 6,000 to go now. At 6,000 to starting out of 6,000 to go now. At 6,000 online. At 6 but go to 6,000 but go to 6 now. At 6,000 but go to 6 but go to 6,000 now. At 6,000 but go to 6 but go to 6,000 1 bit online. At 6,000 but go to 6,000 now. We all through and done. At 6,000 online. Going once. Going twice. That's all by number 5022. Lot number 27. Almost the end of the Ramsey, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 27. Right to Omega Samega where we go now. Out of 6,000 to go now. Out of 6 I got there. At 6,000 but I got a 6 but I got a 6,000 but I got a 6 now. At 6,000 but I got a 6 but I got a 6,000 but I got a 6 there. At 6,000 but I got a 6 I got a 6 bid now. At 6,500 on front shot. Thank you, Dole. At 6,500 I got a 6,500 now. At 6,500 on the floor. At 6,500 on the floor against you online. I got a 6,500. At 6,500 I got a 6,500 there. At 6,500 I got on the line on the floor now. I got a 6,500. At 7,000 online. At 7,000 but I got a 7 but I got a 7 but I got a 7 but I got a 7,000 now. At 7,000 but I got a 7 I got a 7 but I got a 7 online. At 7 online but I got a 7,000 now. We all through and done. At 7,000 online. Going once. Going twice. That is sold by number 5020. Thanks to Adam Penacini.
Is it in the 200? Okay.
Nice strong hit on this ram here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at him. Right to where we go. Right to Omega Samega out of 6,000 to go now. At 6 to go now. Out of 6 but I got out of 6,000 to go. At 6 to go now. Out of 6 but I got 6,000 on. I have to take the online bid first, Rim. At 6,000 on the floor, online. At 6,500 on the floor. At 6,500 out of 6,500 out of 6,500 now. At 6,500 out of 7,000 online. At 7,500 on the floor. At 7,500 out of 7,500 out of 7,500 out of 7,500. At 7,500 on the floor now. At 7,500 on the floor, but at 7,500. At 7,500 on the floor, but at 7,500 but at 7,500 now. At 7,500 but at 7,500. At 7,500 but at 8,000 online. At 8,000 online now. At 8,000 but at 8,000 but but now. At 8,000 but at 8,000 now. We all through and done. At 8,000 online. Going once, twice. That's all by number 5022. Lot number 29. Lot number 29. Right to Omega Samega where we go now. Out of 6,000 I got online. At 6,000 but I got a 6 but I got a 6 bid now. At 6,000 but I got a 6,000 bid. At 6 bid I got a 6 bid now. At 6 bid online. At 6 bid but I got a 6 bid I got a 6,000. At 6,000 but I got a 6 bid I got a 6,000 but I got a 6 bid now. At 6 bid online. At 6 bid online but I got a 6 bid. At 6,000 online. At 6 bid I got a 6 bid I got a 6 bid. So all through and done. At 6,000 online. Going once. Going twice. That's all. Once again, Adam Penacini buys 5020. Lot number 30, last ram on sale today, ladies and gentlemen. Right, and away we go. Right, and make a stomach out of stopping out of 6,000 to go now. Stopping at 5,000 to go now. At 5,000 to stop me, got to stop me out of 5 to go now. To stop me out of 5,000 to stop me now. At 5,000, I got thank you. At 5,000, I got a 5 better 5,000. I got one bit now. To 5 better 5,000 now. At 5,000, I got a one bit on the floor now. 5 better 5,000. They got a 5 there. At 5,000, they got a 5. They got a 5 better 5,000 now. We all through and done. At 5,000. See our buys. Thank you. That's that number. Corsi 56. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the used. Lovely little maidens coming in here. 5 Savannah maidens running with the ram here. Lot number 31, five of them running with the ram, 5 maiden ewes. Right, ladies and gentlemen, where we go. Right, man, make a stop me, where we go now, to stop me now, to 4,000 to go now. At 4 to stop me, got to stop me at 3 I got now. At 3, better 3,000 now. At 3,000 bid. At 3, better 3 bid now. At 3,000 online. At 3, better 3,000, better 3,5 on the floor. At 3,5, better 3,5, 3,5. At 3,5 on the floor, better 3,5. At 3,5, 3,750 online. At 3,750, better 4,000 online. At 4,000, better 4, better 4,000, better 4 now. At 4,000, better 4, better 4,000 now. At 4,000 online. At 4,000 online, better 4, better 4,000. At 4,000 online, better 4, better 4,000, better 4 now. At 4,000, better 4,000 online, better 4, better 4,000. At 4,000 online, are we all through and done? At 4,000 online, going once, going twice, that is sold by number 5037. Order I'm cleared, thank you very much. They're off to Queenstown. Lot number 32, 5 Savannah maidens running with the ram. 5 Savannah maidens running with the ram. Lovely little guys is here. Right, to make a stomach out of where we go now, to stop me now, to 4,000 to go now. At 4 to start me, got to stop me at 3. At 3 to go now, better 3, better 3, better 3 now. At 3 online. At 3,5 on the floor. At 3,5, better 3,5, better 3,5, better 3,5 on the floor now. At 3,5 on the floor, better 3. 5 at 3,5 at 3,750 online. At 3,750 online now. At 3,750 online. At 3,750 better 3,750 online there. At 3,750 better 3,750. At 3,750 better now. At 3,750 online. At 3,750 bid. At 3,750 better 4,000 now. At 4 better 4,000 better 4 online. At 4 better 4,000 now. At 4,000 better 4 better 4,000 now. We all through and done. At 4,000 online. Going once. Going twice, that's sold 4,000 by number 522. Right, and there we go. Lot number 33. Right to the mega stomach away we go now to Swami now to 4,000 to go now to Swami now 3,000 I go online. At 3,000 better 3 better 3,250 online. At 3,250 better 3,250 better 3,250 online. At 3,250 online better 3,250. At 3,5 on the floor. At 3,5 better 3,5 better 3,5 better 3,5 3,750. At 3,750 online. At 3,750 better 3,750. At 3,750 better 3,750 now. At 3,750 better now. At 3,750 online. At 3,754. At 4,000 bid now. At 4 better 4,000. At 4 better 4,000 better 4 better 4,000 now. At 4,000 better 4 better 4,000 now. We all through and done. At 4,000 online. At 4,000 going once, going twice. That is sold by number 522. Lot number 34, lot number 34, young Savannah ewes here, running with the ram, 4 of them. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we go now to stop me now to 3,000 to go now. At 3 to start me, got to stop me now, 3, better stop me now, 3,000 I got there. At 3,000 online. At 3,5 on the floor. At 3,5 better 3,5 better 3,5 on the floor now, got to 3,5. At 3,5 better 3,5 better 3,5 better 3,5. At 3,5 better 3,5 now, we all through and done. At 3,5. Going once, Going twice. That is sold. Lindy buys. Buy number 46, Sikali Farms. Lot number 35, 4 of them running with the ram here, ladies and gentlemen. 4 of them running with the ram. Right to the Megas. Now 7 out of 1,000 to start me now. At 3 to go now to start me now. 3,000 to start me at 3 online. At 3 but at 3,250. At 3,250 online. At 3,250 but at 3,250. At 3,250 online. At 3,250 but at 3,250 now. At 3,250 online. At 3,250 but at 3,250. At 3,250 but at 3,250 now at 3,5. At 3,5 but at 3,5. At 3,5 on the floor. At 3,5 on the floor but at 3,5 now. At 3,5 but at 3,5. At 3,5 but at 3,5 now. At 3,5 but at 3,5. At 3,5 but at 3,5 but at 3,5 they got a 3,5 on the floor. At 3,5 against you online. At 3,5 but at 3,5 now. We all through and done. At 3,5 on the floor. Going once. Going twice. They sold 3,5 by number 53. $36, 4 of them running with the ram. 4 of them running with the ram.
Hope you're finding more buyers.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're just having a technical difficulty.
With Sophia, I was also buffering there.
Be back online. Lot number 36, ladies and gentlemen, running with the ram here. Lot number 36, right and away we go. Savannah Hughes, right to the Mega Summit, where we go now. Stopping now, 3,000 to go now. At 3 to start, 3 up there online. At 3 but at 3 to 50 online. At 3 to 50, 3,5. At 3,5 but at 3,5 but at 3,5 now. At 3,5 online. At 3,5 but at 3,5 but at 3,5 but at 3,5 there. At 3,5 but at 3,5 but at 3,5, 3,750. At 3,750 online. At 3,750 but at 3,750 now. At 3,750 but at 3,750 at 3,750 but at 3,750 online at 3,750 but at 3,750 now we're all through and done at 3,750 online going once going twice that is sold 5,001 they're off to Fenterstadt. Lot number 37, lot number 37. Right, there we go. Boga Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 37. Right, there we go. Somebody get away. We go now to stopping now. 3,000 to go now. To stopping now. 3,000, but we're going to stopping now. 3 to go now. At 3 to start me out of stopping now. 3, but we're stopping now. 3,000, but we're going to stop me at 3. At 3, I got there. At 3,000 online. At 3, but we're 3,000, but we got 3 now. At 3, but we're 3,000 now. At 3,000, but we got 3 online. I got a 3, but we're 3,000, but we got 3 there. At 3,000, but we're 3, but we're 3, but we're 3. Now we all through and done. At 3,000, going once, going twice. By number 5040. Lot number 38, there are 5 of them, ladies and gentlemen. One has been withdrawn. Tag number B9 has been withdrawn, so there are 5, not 6. There are 5 of them, not 6 like stated in the catalogue. Right, and there we go, lot number 38. Right, and we go now, stopping out of 3,000 to go now, stopping out 3, but stopping out 3 to go now. At 3,000, but stopping out 3, but stopping at 3 to go. At 3,000, but stopping out 3 to go now. At 3 to go, but 3, but stopping out 3,000, but stopping at 3. At 3, but 3 I got online. At 3,000, but 3, but 3, but 3 bid now. At 3, but 3, but 3,000. At 3,000, but 3, I got 3, 1 bid online. At 3,000, but 3, I got 3, but we all through and done. At 3,000, going once. Going twice, that is sold 3,000 online by number 5040. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the final lot on sale today. We thank you once again for your support, to you in the floor and those online. Before I finish with these, please just make sure you can do your invoices at the office and sort out your loading with me or Christian to my left. Lot number 39, 5 Volga Jews. Right there we go. Right there, Omega, Omega, no, Somina, 3 to go now, Somina, 2, 5, or Somina, 2, 5 to go now. At 2, 5, better Somina, 2, 5 to go now, Somina, 2, 5. At 2, 5, better Somina, 2, 5 to go now. At 2, 5, better Somina, 2, 5. At 2, 5 to go now, Somina, 2, 5, or Somina, 2, I got there. At 2,000, better 2, I got now, 2, I got 2, better 2 now. At 2,000, I got now. 25 at 2250 at 2250 online at 2250 better 2250 at 2250 better 2250 against you online at 2250 better 25 at 25 on the floor at 25 on the floor better 25 now at 25 better 25 now got 25 on the floor at 25 better 25 on the floor against you online at 25 better 25 better 25 better 25 now at 25 better 25 now we all through and done at 2,500. That is sold by number 53. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our sale. We'd like to thank you so much for your support once again. Please stick around and grab something to eat with us and travel back safely. Thank you. That's Christian's job. We are selling 3 roosters here, late entries, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody's interested in the roosters, there are 3 of them. You can make them one if you want. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there are 3 roosters there. You are bidding per each. You've got the option to take 1 or more. Right, and there we go. 3 roosters. Right, catch them if I still and just hold them up. Right, and there we go. Selling the roosters individually. Anybody interested? Yeah. Right, there, Omega, at 500 and at 200. At 100 and I got 100 I got there. At 100 and I got 100, I got 100 and I got 150. At 150, better 150, better 150 now. At 150, better 150, 50, better 150. At 200 now. At 2, better 250. At 250, at 3. At 300 there. At 3, better 3, better 300. At 3, better 300 now. I got 3, better 300. I got 3, better 300 against you. At 300 now. I got 3, better 300 now. We all through and done at 300. How many do you want? She takes 1.